And a new, very interesting dynamic this weekend. We've had a Formula One driver all season in Max Chilton. Now we have one that's finished on the podium racing.
Yeah, Nelson Piquet Jr. joins the field here. New to Indy Lights, but he's done F1, NASCAR, sports car racing, and all sorts of other types of racing. So he's very experienced.
And Piquet figured prominently in the highlights for race number 1 yesterday. There were all kinds of storylines and some scary moments as well to the highlights. Watch back in the pack. Juan Piedrahita loses it, makes contact with Scott Anderson, and both of those cars out.
Yes, so easy to lose the rear end there. The turbo boost kicks in coming off that final corner, and round you go.
So up front then, getting to turn number 1, they try to go 3 wide. That doesn't work very well.
And contact for the 2 leaders, Enerson and Piquet getting into each other.
Sorales actually replaced the front wing, went back out, but then lap 14, Piquet was in control. Enerson greatly missed the braking point, and this was frightening.
Huge crash there for RC Enerson, and he's so lucky to walk away from that incident. Scary stuff.
Look at this, the best news of the day. He climbs out. The new Dallara IL-15 did its job. Safely out of the car, RC Enerson will race today. Spencer Pigot inherited the lead. He wins it. 3rd win of the season for Spencer Pigot. Big in the championship. Jack Harvey finishes 2nd. And Felix Sorales rallied from 3rd, but he was DQ'd after the race, so Kyle Kaiser gets credit for 3rd place. That's just race 1. We've got 1 more to go, 4 more. Let's go down to the grid and welcome in Katie Hargitz. We're working lap 7 of 45 scheduled, or 60 minutes in Toronto. Indy Lights, presented by Cooper Tires with Anders Krohn. I'm Kevin Lee, and we are under yellow with Spencer Pigot out in front. Here's why we went yellow just a moment ago. Scott Anderson losing it through turn number 11.
Just loses it on entry to the corner, and that must have been on an upshift there.
And then right after that, once we did go yellow for the debris left from Anderson's car, Ed Jones, who spun right before the start, fell back to last, had worked his way up to 7th. Welcome back to Toronto with Anders Krohn, Katie Hargett. I'm Kevin Lee. It's Indy Lights presented by Cooper Tires, the second of a doubleheader this weekend. We are under yellow for an incident involving Shelby Blackstock. We'll detail that coming up in just a moment. And we're getting set to go back to green. Actually, right now, here's the reason we are yellow, just a couple of laps ago.
Same exact thing that Scott Anderson did, and same exact thing that Ed Jones did as well. Just on power, too much steering input, and that boost kicks in.
Blackstock finished 5th yesterday, but was credited with 4th.